pretending on the stage. Don't wanna be a writer with my thoughts out on the page. Don't wanna be a painter, 'cause everyone comes to look. Don't wanna be anything where my life's an open book. A dream, it's true, but I'd see it through if I could be wasting my time with you. Don't wanna be a farmer working in the sun. Don't wanna be an outlaw always on the run. Don't wanna be a climber reaching for the top. Don't wanna be anything where I don't know when to stop. A dream, it's true. I see. If I could be wasting my
Who gives this fine young lady to be married to this dashing young gentleman?
We do.
Excellent.
I'm done.
Come this way.
Hold on.
You guys will come right here.
Yeah, you take the flowers.
All made it.
Made it.
Through all the pandemic, through all the craziness, quarantine, you're here, right where you need to be. All right. Welcome, everyone. Today, Whitney and Eric have gathered their dearest family and friends together to share with you all the union of their love. Let us acknowledge the circumstances under which we gather. A few family here locally, but mostly those loved ones remotely, from locations near and far. This recent time period of isolation has, I believe, shown us all how much of a communal, social species we are, and how much we crave to be together, especially in times of celebration. But what an amazing feat and feeling to have so much love and light, so much support, good vibes, if you will, that can pull us all together in espousal for the union of our two dear friends, a sister, a brother, a daughter, and a son. I hope I'm not trite when I say that I cannot think of two people more capable, more even-keeled to navigate the uncertainty and sheer letdown of the last few months. You did so responsibly, gracefully, and without the fit or rage many of us would have exhibited had we been in your shoes. That bodes extremely well for you as a couple, to be entering marriage with that kind of level-headed temperament. On behalf of Eric and Whit, I want to sincerely thank everybody for weathering the storm along with them and joining in virtually from wherever you are. Except for a close friend of mine, Kelly Caperwall. She got her dates mixed up and unfortunately left this morning before anyone had a chance to see her. It's been years, I tell you. I want to give a celestial shout out to those who are no longer with us here on earth. Your love and memory provide the example by which we live and learn today. I want to thank our two groups of parental units. Right here. You guys weathered Eric's strict self-isolation and infection prevention protocols thereby being granted access to Fort Sumter here. Much respect. But seriously, Bert, Cindy, Tony, Trudy, Doug, you guys have raised two incredibly thoughtful, intelligent, easygoing, and fun human beings right here. The type that spawned this gathering of over 100 people, friends and family adoring. In other words, thanks for raising these two dusty-ass books. I am so honored to be standing here before you today. Eric and Whit, you two are a brother and a sister to me. Eric and I go way back to our days on the mean streets of Savannah, GA, coming up as two young pill pushers in training. We met at a party in pharmacy school, where we ended up spending the entire night out on the front lawn, talking, getting to know one another. I remember eventually saying, man, we should have been hanging out a long time ago. And we've been hanging out ever since. Over the years, Eric and I have supported one another through different life events and struggles. We sought out opportunities for one another. We make fun of each other, and we have relentlessly good times together. I gained a brother the day we met, and I'm forever grateful for the bond we share. My sister, Scrit.
Screw it.
The first time I met Whit was at Star Drive, and she went to Piedmont Park/Park Tavern to grab lunch with Heidi and me and hang out on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. For me, it was the big meeting one of the best friends date. I had pre-called out of work ahead of time. I was stuck out of town.
Oh, yeah.
But despite Heidi and me trying our hardest, if you can believe it, we couldn't get Whitney to while out with us. She'd resigned herself to studying for certification exams for the rest of the afternoon and the evening. But we laughed, and we talked about sports, and we teased our friends, having the best time getting to know one another. She's such a fun, bright ray of sunshine, which we've all experienced. However, don't let that innocent Sunday afternoon fool you, as it did me. Over the next 8 years, and for many more before that, Whitney has put on a clinic in getting crunk. Let me just say this. I went to Georgia Southern University, and I take pride in that. I'm no slouch when it comes to partying. But this girl taught me how to tailgate. She had Falcons season tickets for years. She went to every game where she showed up and showed out. A true partner in crime, Whit and I have made Eric and Heidi's eyes roll countless times with our instigating each other to do shots or funny things, mostly embarrassing our friends. We have each other's back, and I'm forever grateful for the camaraderie we share. I can think of the exact moment that I knew E and Whit were meant for each other. I won't divulge the exact year, because the fun thing is, we've all had moments with them like this, and they're all special to us. So anyway, we are at an after event for a dear friend's wedding. It's a very small bar, basically connected to this hotel, maybe even in the parking lot. We are hanging with friends adjacent to the bar, and Whit is waiting for a drink. Keep in mind, there's a decent amount of wedding party spillover at this tiny little bar. So Scrit ain't exactly getting the fastest service. And she ain't having it. Before any of us realize it, Whit's legs fly upward into the air as she dives over the bar, grabs her own mixers, and proceeds to make herself a drink.
You know what you gotta do.
All of us have our jaws on the floor. We don't believe what's happening. And all of a sudden, Eric snaps us out of it by yelling, "Grab her!" as he's walking in the patio door, as if he had used his spidey senses to psychically perceive the ratchet in progress. It's at this moment the bartender sees all of this happening, yells, and starts to run over. But by the time he can make a move, E has swept in, scooped her up, confiscated the bottles, and snuck her back out the door. And I hate to be so cliche, but it was at that moment I recognized that Whit's absolute raging determination to get as crunk as possible can only be matched by Eric's penchant for authority and his unmatched tactical skills. Marriage is about more than meant to be together, though. It's an organic, evolving creature. It's comprised of what you put into it, physically, emotionally, romantically, which are constantly fluctuating, just like this crazy world we live in. And so it flourishes or withers from those aspects as well. The product is a relationship as vibrant and captivating as a turtle cruising the coral reef, even though you endure times as mystifying as a turtle in the clouds. Did I just say that part out loud? I've not been married long. 3 years last Wednesday, in fact. But I want to tell you two things I believe contribute significantly to the happiness, satisfaction, and well-being of your marriage. The first seems obvious, and it's honesty. This is the person with whom y'all have picked to spend the rest of your lives. You are lucky that you have found a person you never have to lie to. Not to avoid being your true self or anything, because you accept each other wholeheartedly. So support one another by giving the other person the peace of mind of knowing you will always tell them the truth. And never give your partner a reason to not tell you the truth. Welcome it and accept it with the even-keeled attitude you two are known to display. The second, and I can't stress this enough, is be unselfish. Be kind. Act selflessly. Put a tremendous amount of thought and effort into making your partner satisfied and joyful. Now, this may find you asking, what about me? Can you enjoy myself? And the answer is a resounding yes. Because when you both put this much into making one another happy and fulfilled, you never have to ask for it to be reciprocated. You typically won't find yourself lacking in contentment. In fact, you will often be overflowing in it. So bask in your affection and take a little drink from your loving cup. Whitney and Eric have prepared their own vows. These are their solemn promises to one another, that which will bind them in heart and in spirit, forming a lifelong connection. This pledge to one another will be the foundation you build your family, your home, your future on. So I ask that these vows be undertaken with the utmost dedication. Eric?
Whit, from the day I met you, 2,953 days ago, I knew there was something special about you. I will never forget the first time you rounded the corner in Dustin and I's apartment. I know I always say I was trying to act so cool, sitting there on the couch and giving you that lackadaisical hi. But in all honesty, I was truly at a loss for words. You were absolutely gorgeous, just as you are today. And the best part is that I get the same feeling each and every time I see you. Whit, you're the most beautiful, funny, caring, hardworking person I know. From the fact that you will do absolutely anything to help a friend out, to working until 11 p.m. because someone needs a quote first thing in the morning tomorrow. You make me want to be a better person. I know the past months have not been easy, having to move our wedding not just once, but twice. But never once have I heard you complain or get frustrated. Not only that, but you were able to audible to a second date within like 48 hours. of finding out we couldn't do our original date in May. You truly have it all wit, and I'm the luckiest man in the world to call you my wife. This may be a little weird for some people, but I don't feel I could write my vows without mentioning Fish. Not because they're my favorite band, but because of the joy they bring both of us. From traveling around the country with our amazing group of friends and I, to simply playing, almost always having Fish at all times when we're listening to music at the house. Most people would probably, actually definitely, get a little tired of them, but not you. You have embraced my love for Fish and have run with it. Many may say like an antelope. I'm not sure if it's the thousands of glow sticks that we have taken to the shows over the past 8 years, or the countless hours wandering around the lot, but you truly have become my Fish chick. And I mean that in the most endearing way possible. And now for the most important part, my vows to you. I promise to love you unconditionally, even if you do like backwards down the number line. I promise to stand beside you as we enter this new chapter of life together and take on any obstacle that comes our way. I promise to try not to be so particular all the time.
Yes.
I promise to support you in any venture that you want to undertake. And most importantly, I promise to love you until the day I die. I love you, Whit.
Love you. Can't kiss yet.
Whit?
Eric, I don't know anyone else in the world I would have rather spent the last 179 days of quarantine with. 2020, wow, what a memorable year. And it's a memorable year because I'm standing here finally getting to say I do. No other reasons. There were several canceled celebrations, events, trips, Fish shows, tour, all those things. But on the brighter side, there were many more low-key beach days, bike rides with Wilson, Zooms with friends near and far, and time spent together. I saw a sign in a storefront window last week that said, "Love isn't canceled," and it put a smile on my face because it's truly not canceled. We may have been curveballed by the original wedding plans, but today I finally get to call you my husband, and in the end, that's all that matters. This day is about you and I coming together to be the best team possible. A team that is always practicing together to be the best versions of themselves and to encourage each other to do the same. A team that celebrates victories, large and small, a team that is stronger together. From this day forward, here's what I promise to you, my husband. I promise to be your support, your encouragement, and your greatest fan. I promise to even encourage you through those rough fantasy football seasons when you get last place and you get really upset about it. I'll be there to pick you up. I promise to laugh with you, cry with you, and celebrate with you. I promise to always put us first. I promise to keep our lives full of ventures and those never-ending projects that I know you love to do. I promise to always give you the best version of myself. I promise to be supportive of your goals and dreams, no matter how extreme. I promise to openly and honestly communicate frequently. I promise to have a positive outlook on life, no matter what it throws at us. The journey with you through many ups and of course a few downs has been amazing so far, and I can't wait to continue on the path. I can always depend on you to push me, challenge me, teach me new things, and keep me organized, and I appreciate you for that. Today, I promise you a forever love. Not an always perfect love, but a forever one. I can't wait to be your forever concert buddy, your forever project manager and helper, your forever cheese pizza rating partner, and your forever wife. Thank you for loving me each and every day and letting me do me. Eric, I can't wait to see what the future holds for us. I love you and will always be standing right here by your side.
Now, to make things official, according to the Universal Life Church training website, and pursuant to Section 13140 of Chapter 1 of Title 20 of the Code of South Carolina, we will now perform the Declaration of Intent. You guys don't have to repeat this part.
Okay. Yeah, good thing you said that.
Eric, do you take Whitney to be your lawfully wedded wife in times of celebration, in times of sadness, in times of pleasure and partying, and in the thralls of your worst hangover, in times of sickness, but also in adventure?
I do.
Whitney, do you take Eric to be your lawfully wedded husband in times of celebration, in times of sadness, in times of pleasure and partying, and in the thralls of your worst hangover, in times of sickness, but also in adventure?
I do.
Wonderful. Eric and Whitney have chosen to celebrate their new beginning, their newfound freedom and happiness, with a butterfly release. So let's have you guys go over there to the butterfly.
They're super active.
Oh,
They are ready to go.
According to an American Indian legend, if anyone desires a wish to come true, they must first capture a butterfly and whisper that wish to it. Since a butterfly can make no sound, the butterfly cannot reveal the wish to anyone but the Great Spirit who hears and sees all. In gratitude for giving the beautiful butterfly its freedom, the Great Spirit always grants the wish. So for just a moment, if everyone here and virtually would think silently of what you would wish for Whitney and Eric.
You
You good?
ready?
3, 2, 1. Oh, come on, guys.
Feel good.
We've all gathered virtually and locally to grant this couple all of our best wishes. And as they set these butterflies free, they
Oh,
do so in
that's great.
trust that all these wishes will
Can
be
we
granted
like put my hand in there?
to the grateful couple.
Oh, that's pretty. Oh my god, they like open their wings. That's cute. You just leave them probably, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just leave 'em.
Good.
Now I'm going to retrieve the couple's rings for the exchange.
Land on your bouquet.
Huh? Okay. Tell me okay.
Oh, I hate you so much right now.
Whitney?
What? Oh my god!
So
He has a lumpy
when
head.
Eric and Whitney asked me to be their officiant,
Are we gonna do this?
You guys don't have to do this.
No,
No, we have to.
Okay. Well, when they asked me to be their officiant, they did so by icing me, which people do from time to time. They think it's funny to get me. I don't know why.
We can do half.
But that was
We're gonna do the whole
14
thing.
months ago. And let me just tell you, revenge is best served ice cold.
They are cold.
It is cold. I appreciate you. I can't open it though. All right.
Ready?
Cheers.
Oh my gosh. Alright. Well done. Whew.
That's awesome. It's hot out here. I mean, wow.
I was not expecting that
Wow.
one. Nicely done.
Yeah. Revenge. Revenge. Sweet.
Ooh.
Whitney and Eric, you each have a ring for one another. This most precious of metals symbolizes that love is the most precious element in your life together. The ring has no beginning and no ending, which symbolizes that the love between you will never cease. You place this ring upon each other's finger as a visible sign of the vows which this day have made you husband and wife. Wait, hold this. Eric.
What?
You want me to hold this? Or he's gonna do it?
Oh,
Eric.
okay, it's fine.
As you officially seal the deal, repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a visible and constant symbol
as a visible and constant symbol
of my promise to be with you
of my promise to be with you
as long as I live.
as long as I live.
Whit, as you officially seal the deal, repeat after me. I give you this ring
Eric, I give you this ring
as a visible and constant symbol
as a visible and constant symbol
of my promise to be with
of
you
my promise to be with you
as long as I live.
as long as I live.
By the power vested in me by the universallifechurch.org and the great state of South Carolina, it is my honor and privilege to pronounce you husband and wife. Eric, you may kiss your bride.
Love you.
Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to present to you, for the very first time, virtually and in person, Dr. and Mrs. Northcutts.
Woo!
That one last plays on.
Don't waste your time.